Hello and welcome to today's combination class. We don't need any equipment for today. We're focusing on isolating each muscle group using body weight exercises. We're going to be focusing a lot on core activation and glute activation as well. So we're going to get started with a little bit of stretching just to warm up through the knees, feet, ankles and hips. And then we're going to be going into our cardio piece, which will be 10 minutes long. And then we're going to flow through and do a little bit of Pilates and bar combination work after that. Okay, so let's get started with a forward fold to squat. So we're going to start with our feet about squat distance apart, just wider than your hips. You can turn your legs out just slightly, and we're going to roll down through the spine, keeping your legs as straight as you can, and just find an anchor point on your legs from here. And now we're only squatting down as far as you can maintain your heels on the floor, pushing the bottom back, pushing the knees out to the side, and then standing all the way back up, pushing your chest as close as you can towards your thighs. Okay, so let's do a couple of these, down and rising up. So let's think about using our breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go 4 more. And 1. And rolling it all the way back up, and add a little reach, coming into a slight extension, and then coming all the way back down, going back into the squat to forward fold again, sinking down as far as you can and standing it up. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And last one. Rolling it all the way back up, and again reaching the arms, slight extension, and coming all the way back down. So let's come up into a down dog position, so our feet are about shoulder width apart and hands are shoulder width apart as well. Okay, and now from here we're going to push the chest down as far as you can, push the heels down, and then we're going to roll forward into a plank, and then we're going to do some shoulder shrugs here. So dropping down and then pushing away. Okay, so pulling the shoulder blades towards each other and then pushing the floor away from us. Your elbows are staying straight. You can do this on your knees as well. It's definitely more about the shoulder stability and awareness as opposed to trying to work your core as much as you can here, but your core should still be active. Okay, we're just getting the wrist nice and warm as well. We're working through a down dog sort of plank position in our cardio sequence next, so just give them a little bit of time to warm up. Okay, and now bend the knees in so you're sharing some of the load off the hands, and we'll just walk through the hands here, tucking under, under, over, over. Good. Hopefully this feels nice on your wrists. Let's go 4, 3, and last one, down. Okay, so coming back up into a 4-point kneel, and now we're going to come down onto your left elbow, and then the right hand is going to reach out to the side, and now we're just going to get some rotation through the spine, so we're going to lift the right hand up towards the ceiling, and come all the way down, and reaching back up, opening through your chest, and down. Keep pushing the shoulders away from your ears. And drawing it in, let's go other side, extending the left hand away and reaching up. And controlling down. Keeping your core active as we're in this 4-point kneel. Let's go 4 more. And last one. Okay, and coming back up onto the hands, let's bring your left leg forward for a lunge. And now we're going to keep moving through this range. So sink down as far as you can, and then extend this front leg as far as you can as well. So you can walk the hands in, you can be up in a fist, or if it feels better for you, you can come up and then just shift forward and back. Okay, just keep moving through the range, warming up through the hip flexor and quad on the back leg, hamstring. You might feel the stretch in your calf as well on the front leg when we extend it away. You can also flex your foot to increase that stretch. And your legs, your knee and your heel here about hip distance apart, okay? And let's go 2 more times. And 2. Okay, drawing it in. And let's go other side. Lunge and extend. You might start to get a little bit warmer as well, hopefully. And let's go 2 more times. Forward and back. Last one. And back. Okay, bringing the leg back to a 4-point kneel, and let's just do some cat and cows. So rounding through the back, pushing the tailbone up towards the ceiling and bringing the chest through, and then curving, pulling the rib cage towards your hips, pushing the floor away, and let's shift forward and shift back into a child's pose, and back to the center, and then sink through. You can shift forward, shift back, and then curl back through. Last one. Okay, and coming down. Alrighty, so for the cardio piece, which we're about to start, it's going to be an EMOM, so that means we're doing something every minute on the minute. That's what the abbreviation is, okay? So we're going to be doing a different exercise every minute. Now, a minute is a really long time, okay? Maybe I'll give you a 40-second warning, and you could also do 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. I'm going to be doing the full minute and going straight into the next exercise, but you pick what you want to do, okay? There is one exercise that we're swapping midway through. You can just do 20 seconds of each rather than 30 seconds if you like. Just see how you're feeling today. We're doing 2 rounds in total of each exercise. And I'm just going to talk you through each of them now, and I'll show you the non-plyometric option as well if you want to take that. Okay? No need to worry about tomorrow, baby, 'cause you got time to figure it out. So the first exercise coming up to standing is a down dog ankle tap with 2 frog jumps. So what that looks like non-plyometric, and this is a great way to keep getting warm through this range. Starting here, we're going to pull the opposite hand to ankle back and shift forward into a plank, other arm back and plank, and then you're going to step in, away, away, in, away, away. Okay, so one more time. Goes back and plank, back and plank, in. You can swap what leg you use each time. Away, away. Okay? The plyometric option, we're just going to tap, plank, jump in, back, okay? Do as many reps as you like in that time, but like always, we're going to prioritize quality over quantity for that minute. So if you get 4 reps done and you're working really hard on keeping your core engaged, you're not sinking through the hips, you're trying not to rock your hips from side to side, collapsing through the shoulders. If it means you need to go slower, you'll get so much stronger and so much more out of that, as opposed to just trying to smash yourself and get your heart rate up as quick as you can. Trust me, it'll work you, okay? Next exercise is a kick to lunge tap. So we kick the right leg forward, we step the right leg in, and then we take the left leg back for a lunge. Okay, so it's alternating each time. So kick, and this is the non-plyometric option, keeping your feet square. Okay, plyometric, you jump and jump back, jump and tap. Okay, and then we'll be doing 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side. Okay, next one we have is a centering lunge jump with a squat jump as well. So we jump in the center, lunge, center, lunge, center, squat, and back in. Option, you can go lunge, lunge, step one leg out, come back in, lunge, lunge, then you can step the other leg out if you like. Okay, whatever option suits you, just make sure that you're keeping your feet nice and square. It's going to help with your balance. Okay, second last exercise is 4 skaters with 4 jumping jacks. Non-plyometric, it goes step, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I'll be reminding you of them today throughout the class. Okay, otherwise the plyometric is to jump 2, 3, 4, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, keeping our core as engaged as we can. Last one is plank jumps, and we're going alternating arm, reaching as we jump these. Okay, non-plyometric, you're just going to tap, tap. Second option, you can jump without the arms. And third option, adding an arm reach. Okay, let's get into it. We'll stay nice and warm. Alrighty. Okay, so getting ready, we're going to be going in 30 seconds. The first exercise we're starting with is the down dog, and then you can step in or you can jump it in if you're taking the plyometric option, okay? Keeping our core engaged, 15 seconds. And let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's do it. Tap and forward. Keep your core engaged. Jumping in, away, and away. Nice soft landing. Okay, so don't be surprised if you start to get pretty warm. This is definitely meant to be challenging. Okay, that's 40 seconds. If you're doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, have a breather. Ten seconds left. Okay, and next one we're doing is the kick lunge. Non-plyometric is this. Jumping is this. Okay, so I'll let you know when we're 20 seconds in, if you're doing 40 seconds worth of work, and then I'll be swapping it 30 seconds. Okay, that's 20 seconds. And that's 30. Swapping. That's 40 seconds. Ten seconds. 5, 3, and 1. Okay, next one, centering lunge jump with the squat. Option, you're lunging back, back, step out, and other side. Okay, otherwise, jumping. Shoulders are leading up after your squat. Oops. That's halfway. That's 40 seconds. Five, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, skaters are next, so 4, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Or jumping. We're 30 seconds in. Core engaged. Keep breathing, that's 40 seconds. Five seconds. Got our plank. Let's do it. Option, you're tapping. Okay, second, you're jumping. Third option, reach one arm, come back in. Okay, keep it going. That's 30 seconds. Keep a nice straight line. "15 seconds left. Five, 4. Okay. Whew. Hard. Heart rate should be elevated. Okay, let's take a minute break and then we'll do all of that again. Have a little drink. Big breaths. Staying nice and tall. Only once more. And then we're doing all body weight work after that, okay? I reckon the centering squat and lunge jumping complex is the hardest for me. Let me know if you find something else harder. Or just all of it's hard. It's good though. Challenge. Okay, let's get ready. Down dog one is first. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go tap, plank, tap, plank. Remember your option is step, step, back, back, other side, and back. Okay, otherwise you can jump them. Stick your landing in your plank. Hold. Hold. That's 40 seconds. If you're really tired on this round, feel free to take it back a notch. 5 seconds. 4, 2, and 1. Okay, so we have the kick, lunge back. Okay, otherwise you're jumping. That's 20 seconds. "30 seconds, let's swap. Big breath. "15 seconds left. 10, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next one, centering one, my fave. So you can lunge it back, back, step away, and up. Okay, otherwise jumping. Shoulders leading up on your squat. Almost there. That's 40 seconds. Ten, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, skaters, stepping, 4, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Or you're jumping. Core active. Nice soft landing. That's 40 seconds. We have one more exercise after this. Oops. 10 seconds. Okay, coming down. We've got our plank. First option, taps. Second option, jumps. Third option, jump with the arm. Okay, keep it going. Take whatever option you like. That's 40 seconds. Ten, 5, 3, and 1. Whew. Well done. Okay, keep your chest up nice and tall. Have a little drink. And we're going to get ready for our ab series now. Okay, so coming into our ab series now, we're going to come up onto the elbows and we're just going to do some shoulder shrugs to get our positioning from here. So we're going to sink into the shoulders, let them come up next to your ears, and then we're going to push up and away, lifting up through the chest, opening through the shoulders there, and then controlling all the way back down. Okay, so with your hands, you can either have them flat, make a fist, or you can have them straight up to the ceiling. Let's just try and have them nice and active. I think when we have a positioning that we're working on holding, it helps to keep everything kind of accountable. Okay, and then sitting up and out again. Okay, now, first option, you can keep the other leg on the floor, and we're going to be scooping one leg away, lifting up, and then bending back down to a tabletop. So we go scoop, lift, bend. Scoop, lift, bend. Second option, you can hold the other one to tabletop as well. Okay, so we're working on pulling the lower back down towards the floor. Keep sitting up and out of the shoulders. And we're working through the abs to maintain a nice fixed position through shoulders, ribs. The only thing that should be moving is that one leg. Hips are nice and square. And let's go other side. Extend, lift and bend. So you can have this leg on the floor if it feels better, if you feel a little bit more controlled, or the other one just feels a little too advanced for you today. Remember to breathe. We're here for too long for you to hold your breath. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, option, you can either go alternating legs or you can do 2 at a time and bend. Okay, whatever feels good for you today. Should be quite hard, whatever option you're choosing. It's normal to feel quads and hip flexors a little bit in this one. Sit up and out of the shoulders. And let's go 3 more. 2 and 1. Bending it down. Okay, next one we're going to work through is a 100. So we're going to lower the back all the way down on the floor from here. Now, if your neck at the front tends to get a little bit sore, you can go one hand behind your head and just do single arms. Okay, and you'll do 50 pulses on one arm and then just swap it over and do 50 on the other. Otherwise, we're going to lift both hands off the floor. Okay, you have a couple of options with the legs. You can either leave them here. Second option is in tabletop. Okay, and then a third option is to come up into an elevated teaser or extended teaser. Okay, so the teaser is definitely an advanced option. Please don't feel any obligation to take it. Just work at whatever pace you're at. Okay, so let's do 100 in total. Okay, if you take a little bit longer than me, just feel free to pause me. If you are quicker than me, just have a little breather. Okay, so let's go in your own time, or you can go in time with me. Take a deep breath in and let's go. 10. 60. 10 more. Okay, and dropping it down. Okay, we're moving straight on from them. So that was just a quick little ab activator in case you weren't feeling it on the last one. And now we're going to go both hands behind your head, lifting your legs up to tabletop. Now we're going to go into some bicycles and we're going to be moving the chest as well. You have 2 options to either leave the legs bent, okay, and you can tap this way, or you can do a full bicycle where you extend the leg. Third option, you can scoop, okay, and circle through the legs. Now what we're going to be working on is we're going to do 2 with the head down with whatever option you're choosing. 2, and then we lift, lift, lower, lower, lift, lift. Okay, so we're imprinting the spine, pushing your lower back down in towards the floor, joining in whenever you're ready. And alternating. Otherwise, you can just keep the head down or keep it elevated and just do the legs. Keep breathing. Let's go 10 more. 3, 4, 7, 9, and 10. Holding it up with your chest. Take both legs down to the floor and let's bring them out into a frog. So push the knees out to the side and let's go little lifts and lowers. Imprint your spine as much as you can. And holding it back up. And now let's go little pulses with the chest. 12, 11, 'And lower down. Nice work. Whew. Definitely gets into my upper abs there. Okay, have a little breather. Okay, the next one we're going to be doing is a tuck to extend. So we're going to start with just a couple of rocks in the center here, rocking back and coming back up. Okay, and then see if you can keep the rocks going with your hands behind your head. Okay, and then we're going to extend the legs away and just do the bottom half of your rock. You can also keep the legs bent and you can just tap the toes to the floor. Okay, option, you could hold a sit-up as well. So controlling it as we roll down as much as you can. Okay, and lower down. So let's go with our left hand behind our head and our right arm is reaching out to the side. And then we'll just come up into a sit-up from here, reaching the chest. And then we're going to pull the right hand down towards your right heel. And then back to the center. So we're trying to squeeze the ribcage towards your hips, closing that gap as much as you can. And let's go 5 more. 2, and 1. Little pulses. Let's go 10. 2, and 1. Okay, returning, re-square your body back to the center, and let's go right hand behind your head, left arm is out, and we're going to go left hand to left heel, reaching down full range, and lower. Five more, and then we'll pulse it. 4, 'and holding it in, and now let's go little reaches. 12, 4, 3, and 1. Okay, returning back to the center. Nicely done. Okay, we're going to do a quick little push-up sequence. We're not doing any upper body work other than this little sequence here. So feel free to push yourself to a sort of higher intensity because you don't need to save your upper body for anything else after this, okay? So we're going to be coming up into a full plank position on our hands and our toes, okay? And now with our push-up, the angle of our elbows is something I really wanted to focus on today, okay? So we're avoiding where the elbows go straight out to the side and we internally rotate through the shoulder. but we're also going to avoid tucking the elbows too close to the ribs, okay? If that's not a bad exercise, it's just not what we're focusing on today. So what we're focusing on is in between those two ranges. So it's on a backward sort of diagonal, okay? Keeping the chest nice and open and your shoulders are down away from your ears. Let's get the core engaged, so rib cage towards your hips. And we're going to come up into a plank. And now you're only lowering as far as you can maintain a nice fixed position through the core and you're not sinking through the lower back. Once you have once you have kind of gone to your maximal range there, feel free to drop onto your onto your knees. Okay, so we're going to start up and then we're going to lower down, and say if you get to here and you're feeling like you're going to collapse through the lower back, just drop down onto the knees. And we're going to lower ourselves all the way down, relaxing into the floor. And we're going to lift the feet up, push up onto the knees from here to reset, tucking the toes and lift back up. Okay, so lower down, control, relaxing onto the floor, lifting the feet up, reach up through the chest, tuck the toes back under and reset. Keep your core engaged. Use your breath here. These are deceiving. I think they're a great in between of doing push-ups on your toes and your knees. Sometimes people find it's one extreme to the other, so I'm hoping that you feel like this is a happy medium. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's do one more. Okay, and pushing it back. Have a little breather. This is a nice stretch for the shoulders after that one. Okay, so we're going to get into our glute work now. For this one, I want you to create your own resistance, okay? It's pretty impressive how heavy our leg can get. Now, they are quite small movements, so let's go nice and slow. I like to imagine you're in a pool and you've got that resistance of the water, or you're in a thick mud, if you've ever found yourself in that situation. But I think the pool is something that's pretty relatable. So imagine that you've got that resistance, or imagine I'm there and I'm holding against your leg, okay, or you've got the ankle weight on. But I want to work through some pretty big range today, and doing it without any resistance is great because we can move through a bigger range than we usually would and build a little bit more body awareness, and just shows you how much you can work with just your own body. Okay, so we're going to be working through the side of the glute med and glute minor. We've done a bit of sideline glute work throughout the online programming, so I hope that it's becoming a little bit more familiar to you. So we're going to start on our side, but you have two options. You can either be laying completely flat, okay, off the shoulder, or if you want to try something different today and you want to give your shoulder a little bit more work, you can come up into this popped up position here. You just want to make sure you're not sinking through the shoulder. Even if you were to sit up and out of the shoulders, we don't want to sink in through the side of the hip either, so we're lifting up as well. Okay, so they're your two options. Pick whatever one you like. And now we're going to have the bottom leg slightly bent, and then just extend the top leg away. You can either point or flex your foot. For this one, it's up to you. And we're just going to reach, lifting the leg up as high as you can, keeping it parallel. And then we're going to angle the toes up towards the ceiling to lift your leg up as high as you can go, keeping it straight. Try not to bend the knee, and then control it all the way back down in line with the hip. So we're rising up and lower. Keep your core active. If you're feeling a bit squished and you're on your elbow, just come down, okay? If your neck hurts as well, take your eye gaze down towards the bottom arm or towards the floor. Okay, nice and controlled. nice and slow on the way down especially. Try not to let the leg just fall. And let's go 6 more. 3. And 1, holding it up. And now we're going to go with external and internal rotation. So we're going to turn the leg out and in, up and in. So I definitely feel like this one is a bit easier laying flat. So turn out, and let's try and get a little bit faster here. Turn, turn. Okay, using your inner thigh to pull the leg forward. If you want to flex your foot, you can give that a go as well. And let's go 10. 6. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to bend this top leg in and bring the leg down slightly, and then we're going to tap the knees together, then tap the toes. So we're going internal, external. Making sure we're turning it in as much as you can. Core is engaged as we lay here. It's normal for one to feel a little bit more natural than the other. I definitely feel more natural working in external rotation where my knee is lifted. Let's go 10, 9, 6, 3, 2, and 1. So bring both legs rising up and down at the same time. Knee and ankle are in line with each other. This is the last exercise on this side, and then we'll swap it over. Top hand can be wherever it feels comfortable. And 10 more. Get a little squeeze as we lift. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Okay, we're going to flip over and do the exact same thing on the other side, straight into it. Okay, so I'm going to start up on my elbow, and then I'm going to drop it down after this one. Okay, so little bend, and let's go turning the leg out and lower down, sitting up and out of the shoulder, lifting up through the core as well, controlling as the leg comes down. Remember, your eye gaze can come down towards the floor if this is aggravating your neck. And let's go 6 more. Three. And 1. Okay, and coming up, or coming down, sorry, off the elbow, lifting the leg, and let's go turning it out and in. And let's go 7 more. 4, 2, pulling it all the way forward and coming down, and let's go tapping the knee, tapping the toes. So it should feel really different. The range should be noticeably different as well. Lifting the knee up as high as you can when you tap the toes, and then turn it all the way in. Keep thinking about your core here. Let's go 10 more. 9. 4. 2. And 1. Both legs together, and let's rise it up and lower. So your knee and ankle are leading at the same time. Keep pulling rib cage down towards your hips. Big breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And we've got 10 more. 3. And 1. Nice work. Okay, let's have a little stretch. You can just take one leg over. Feel free to get a little bit of movement from side to side. And let's go other side when you're ready. Pulling up and tapping. And that brings us to the end of today's session. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know how you found it, and I'll see you next time.